issues. Greetings, Discreet Defenders. This is Dave. I just finished this week's compilation video. It's 115 grain 9mm standard pressure rounds that will get the job done out of a short barrel pistol. Thanks, folks. Enjoy the video. Today we're set up to test the Barnes Tac XPD defense ammunition. It is a 115 grain 9mm standard pressure round. Barnes, of course, the Tac XPDs are pure copper, lead-free hollow points. And I really have no idea what to expect out of the gel test with these, because a lot of times copper will overexpand and stop short. Ah, yes, we have a capture. Good expansion channel. You can see that. Well, let's flip it around this way. This expansion channel will be the one above the previous test. And then, now, it came in from this direction. So it'll actually look like this. Okay, so below the previous test. And then it made it out to here. Good expansion. Let's zoom in on that just a little bit. Looking really nice. However, that has not penetrated adequately. That is just shy of 12 inches of penetration. This is a brand new gel block, not as tough. Taking a brief look at the final expanded diameter, the calipers are putting that at about 0.683 of an inch, 68 caliber. That's the widest set of petals I checked. So, as is typical for copper solid hollow points, it looks like the 115 grain standard pressure Barnes Tac XPD expand magnificently and do not quite penetrate adequately. Okay, we'll have to get into this pretty quick like here because the sun is out and it will heat up the gel block. Taurus GX4 is the test gun. The test subjects are the Federal Train and Protect and Fiocchi Defense Dynamics, both 115 grain standard pressure 9mm hollow points. And we've got 16 inches of gel, 4 layers of 12-ounce denim in front of it. Let's just start out with the Fiocchis. Like that hollow point design with the deep serrations. And nice entry. Ooh, jacket separation. But there is the bullet. I'm just gonna, and that's gone, quick measure that. That's gone 13 inches. And expanded, and then separated from the jacket. Now I will examine the expanded Fiocchi. Grab a caliper. Remember, the entry point is over here. Here's the bullet at 13 inches. And there's its jacket. Not great performance by the Fiocchi, but expansion trumps no expansion. So, calipers are zeroed. And let's maybe come in from the end here. Pretty close. All right, and grab that bullet out of there. Definite expansion. See which one of these has the widest diameter. Probably this one right here. At its greatest, it's about 52 100ths of an inch. Not too bad, but probably not the best choice but it is by far and away the cheapest choice. These Fiocchi Defense Dynamic 115 grain standard pressure 9mm are under $30 a box, tax included. I didn't even pay that much for them. Not bad. You can just about practice with these. I suppose some people are going to want to see how gigantically the jacket expanded, since it did penetrate pretty deep, about 12 inches. And of course, if you're counting the jacket, the separated jacket, pretty close to 90 caliber. That's pretty decent. Too bad we lost that federal bullet, but it definitely failed expansion. So there's the comparison shoot from the 3 1/16 inch barrel of the Taurus GX4. All right, let's see if the Sig 365s, the short barrel version of the V-Crown, will live up to their billing out of a short barrel gun that's almost identical to a Sig P365, the Taurus GX4. We've got 4 layers of denim, 17-inch column of gel, backed up by a water jug. And we are going to test them for expansion and penetration. Shooting 5 feet away. Well now, that is an interesting result. That is not at all what I was expecting. Clear expansion cavity in the first 8 inches of the gel. However, we have over penetration. That thing, oh, no, it appears to be inside the water jug. Let's see if we got expansion. You know it. Yeah, we definitely got expansion. Perfect expansion. Not gigantic expansion, but on the other hand, I would say ideal expansion considering the penetration results. All 17 inches of gel and on into the water jug and denting the bag. That's, I mean, it's equivalent of about 20 inches of penetration. Remember that these results are out of a really short barrel. Well, I guess the manual says 3 and 1/16, 3.06 inches. Try to find the widest spot there. It's not gigantic, but at the dead maximum, you are looking at a little over 50% expansion, 0.558. I gotta say, the Sig V-Crown seems to have passed the denim and gel test with flying colors. Tonight's 115 grain 9mm test subject is the Winchester SilverTip. It's a standard pressure round, and here are the SilverTips. So we have about a 17-inch column of gel from the very front here to the very back is 17 inches. We have 4 layers of denim, 4 layers of 12-ounce denim, and we'll give those SilverTips a penetration and expansion test. Shooting from 4 feet away. And, ooh, good shot placement. Do we have a capture? We do have a capture. Now, this is a 5th melt gel block. Not the clearest, but the bullet is definitely in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start slicing up this gel and see where I find it. I'm going to cut it right at the 13-inch mark, which is just about the middle of the second gel block, and see where the bullet is. My guess is it'll be just past the 13-inch mark. No, it is just short of the 13-inch mark. Very interesting. All right. So let's cut it at the 12-inch mark and see if that Winchester SilverTip, that modern Winchester, lives up to its old reputation as an underpenetrator. No, it is just past the 12-inch mark. Now that is a nice looking bullet. It had no trouble with the 12-ounce denim. And I'm going to grab the calipers, and the expanded diameter on that SilverTip is 0.54. On that pedal that's sticking way out, we've got a 0.669. So that's going to be the maximum expanded diameter on that SilverTip. All right. That has been our short barrel test of the all-new Winchester SilverTip 115 grain defense JHP out of the Taurus GX4 with its 3 1/16 inch barrel. Tonight's test subject is by Underwood, one of my favorite boutique loaders. And these little bullets are the 115 grain item number 115, curiously. They do make a plus P version of that, and I will eventually get around to testing the plus Ps. But first up, I thought I would test the standard pressure version. Now on to the gel block portion of the test. Let's pull this one off to the side just a bit. We've kind of had a cut and splice here because this gel block is getting a little bit used up, but you can see that the total is just under about 15 inches. Put 4 layers of 12-ounce denim. Gonna go through just a little high, I think, to try to avoid the old wound tracks from the previous test today. But it shouldn't matter too much because we're going sideways relative to the old tests. But I am shooting from about 3 feet away, relatively close, just to ensure proper shot placement. And there we go, that's above the old test. That's above the old wound tracks. All right, we have a definite capture. Very nice. Full expansion. Let's grab the ruler. "12 inches. Turn this on its side so you can see what I mean here. That's come in just above the previous test tracks all the way down the gel column and wound up going 12.5 inches. Bit of a tough, nice second melt block. Let's throw the calipers on there. On that bullet, let's try to find, looks like this will be the widest point of expansion right here. 61 caliber. That is extraordinary. And again, we're looking at an average velocity of 1,070, but quite a bit of variation with that little Underwood 9mm item number 115. Supposed to be going 1,200 feet per second, but we got an average of 1,070. But I would say, based on the expansion that we're seeing in this bullet, you don't have to worry. That's our test subject for this week. Out of the Taurus GX4 with its 3 1/16 inch barrel. A nice, inexpensive, boutique-loaded 9mm standard pressure round. Today we're going to do another 9mm standard pressure 115 grain short barrel ballistics test. And as usual, the Taurus GX4 is the test gun, and here is the test subject. Obviously these are Hornady critical defense. This particular gel block did suffer a little bit of freeze damage, so it kind of broke. When they freeze and then they thaw and then they re-harden, they really stick to the mold. But the overall length here is about 13 3/4 inches. I'm just backing it up with a kitty litter jar because I'm determined to capture the bullet whatever happens. But I've got a sweet spot right here where it didn't freeze and didn't get cracked at all. It's gonna have to aim just a little bit low. Hopefully I can pull that off. And then we'll put up the 4 layers of denim as per protocol. Now it's just 12-ounce denim, as I've decided to go with. But yeah, we're down close to spec right now. It's not frozen at all, but take it with a grain of salt. These results will be pretty approximate, but I think we all know what to expect with critical defense anyway. Yeah, that shot placement is exactly where I wanted to go. That is dead on. Let's see. And there is the bullet. It has gone clean through, expanded nicely, didn't care about the denim, didn't care about the block back here being broken in half, or broken in 2 pieces. So it went all the way through the 13 3/4 inches of gel and stop. Just made the smallest little indentation on the kitty litter jar. So just about a 14-inch penetrator. And we'll put the calipers on that. Zero that out. .49/100ths, a little bit less. Well, there we've got a 50, almost a 51. So just about 50% expansion. Not quite, but close enough. Good enough for government work. So while it is a little bit more expensive than the rounds I like to test typically, I would say that the Hornady critical defense is probably worth it. If you're looking to defend yourself with a nice light shooting 115 grain standard pressure round out of a short barrel pistol like the Taurus GX4. Today we're going to test out some more relatively inexpensive 9mm hollow points, 115 grain standard pressure, as part of our series on 115 grain standard pressure fired from a short barrel. In this case, it's Ammo Incorporated. Okay, we have a nice 17-inch column of gel. Backing up the gel with a bucket of ice because I forgot to bring a water jug. 4 layers of heavy denim as per protocol. All right, yeah, we did get expansion. Let's put the ruler on that. Oh, it's magnificent. I think this is among the best. I'm going to swing it around this way so that the sunlight lights it up. Look at that expansion cavity. That's magnificent. And look at where the bullet came to rest. 14.5 inches of penetration through that heavy denim. Wow, that's pretty impressive. And you can definitely tell, yeah, that's a little bit of a smaller XTP style bullet. I don't think we're going to have any trouble with this one. This is definitely a winner. All right, let's break out the caliper and see. Yeah, that's very very XTP like limited expansion on that, which explains the adequate penetration depth. Zero that out. Which is the white? Well, there's a little there's a little projection off this side. That's probably gonna, oh, that's gonna crush. But even on that widest point, it's only 517. It's about 50% expansion. But let's take a little narrower look at it there. 47/100ths. Yeah, 498 at the realistic widest point right there. Not a very big bullet, but penetration is king. Can't argue with 14.5 inches of penetration. There's the test gun. GX4 by Taurus, 3.1 inch barrel. So I think that is a winning brand of ammunition. It's a very inexpensive 115 grain standard pressure 9mm hollow point. Thanks, folks. This is Dave for DDR. Have a great week.